Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I do hope everyone's doing well and feeling very blessed. And special thank you to my Patreon patrons, those who book personal readings with me, and my channel members who get early access to my pick of cards. Alright, we got 5 of Swords. Lovers, okay. So we've got this sort of defeated energy. Maybe in a love situation here. Okay. Got Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. All right. So it's sort of like a disappointing energy or maybe a disappointing message, piece of information when it comes to something that someone really loves or wants or cares about. Okay, 2 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone's either made a choice to leave someone out in the cold, or someone knows that someone is sort of weighing that option. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, once again, is like, do I want this? Do I want this person? Do I still want to invest in this? Devil card. The 6 of Wands. Okay. All right. So this is a really interesting energy with the Devil and the 6 of Wands. I'm getting someone is motivated to overcome some sort of toxicity or overcome some sort of challenges or hardships. Okay. It's sort of like an oil and water energy. Somebody wants to grow. Somebody wants to be better. Someone wants to do better. Someone wants to be healthier. Yeah. And it's sort of like either you come with me or you don't. Or this could have been a situation where things maybe could have ended. And it's like, I'm choosing to be better. I'm choosing to grow up. I'm choosing to mature. And I don't feel like you're on the same path as me. Let's see where you fit into this energy. The Star. Wow. So you're clearly on the side of healing, growth, development. Okay. So this could be someone you're not with anymore. This could be someone that you're connecting to. It's like somebody knows that, and maybe this is like friends, family, loved ones. This doesn't have to be a relationship. It definitely could. But there's like this understanding that in order to be in alignment with you, you also have to be in alignment with the Star energy. You have to be in alignment with healing, growing, bringing things into reality. It's sort of like if you want to be toxic, if you don't really want to accomplish anything, if you don't want to grow, then we can't go together. Okay. So I feel like we've established this energy here. I don't know if somebody around you knows this. This could be an ex. This could be someone you're close to. 10 of Pentacles. Could be family, friends. All right. So what is this 10 of Pentacles here? Because that's stability. That's exactly. Okay. It's like someone or multiple people know this is what they have to be in order to be connected to you here. 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. This could have been communicated to them. There's an understanding. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. And the Devil card here. So it's like, what are we going to do? This could be people who are like super negative. This could be people who aren't really doing much with their lives. These could be people who are focused on toxicity or excuses. I don't know. There's something here once again with that Star. The Star energy basically says no matter where you are, no matter what's going on in your life, you are committed towards that healing energy, healing your spiritual self, healing your mental self, your health, your finances, your goals, your dreams. The Star energy is onward and upward. The Star energy doesn't move backward. It doesn't regress. The energy is about moving forward. The 10 of Cups. And once again, there's also this understanding too that this energy is necessary for the 10 of Cups. It's necessary for happiness. It's necessary for growth. It's necessary for abundance. And so this could be an energy around you. This could be the energy between you and someone else. This could be the energy between you and someone you're not connected to anymore. But there is this very clear understanding of, and once again, your side of the fence looks great. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. So it's like, even if you're disconnecting from people or walking away from people, you're walking towards the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You're walking towards abundance. You're walking towards happiness, stability, growth, fulfillment. So there's no question about that. People know that the direction you're going in is the right direction. Queen of Wands. And you're fired up about it. You're passionate about it. There's a level of fearlessness to you as well. Okay. So then we got the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. But there could be people around you who feel not as advanced, not as ready, not as mature, not as healed. This has been a really big theme that's been coming up a lot, but it's like getting to the point where you actually want to heal. Where we've all gone through hard things in the past. We've all had moments of setbacks or moments where it's like, if I stayed in that energy or I stayed in that pain, I wouldn't be able to move forward. I wouldn't be able to feel excited about the future. It's like, you know, when you've been rejected in the past, it's like staying stuck in that energy and being so afraid to be rejected again or being so afraid to be hurt again or something. There's something here where I feel like a lot of people in the collective have freed themselves from that. And it doesn't mean you're never going to get rejected. It doesn't mean you're never going to hear a no or maybe be hurt. But also understanding that you have to be able to withstand a certain amount of that to achieve the life that you want, the happiness, the abundance, the stability, all that. But it also takes getting past that point of being like, okay, I'm actually going to take the hurt from the past and leave it in the past. You know, take some time to process it, take some time to heal from it, but not letting it keep you stuck, not letting it hold you back. And there may be people in your life who are like, really, you know, oh, that happened to me before, so it's going to happen again. It didn't work out last time, so it's not going to work out this time. And it just feels so incompatible with your energy right now. The Moon, Nine of Wands, Justice. Oh, you know what I'm getting to? So I feel like this is a message for someone who is growing in life a lot, and you're in this great energy where, once again, if you continue in this energy, you're going to be accomplishing everything you're trying to accomplish in this life. And you may have people in your life who are just not there yet, and it could feel kind of frustrating. And personally, I know what that's like to go from that energy of being stuck in the past to being committed to my future. I know what it's like to transition out of that energy. I also knew what it was like to be in that stuck energy and have people in my life almost shaking me like, come on, like, get up, do something, like, stop being so afraid. I remember what it was like to be in that energy. So I have a lot of understanding and empathy for people who still are stuck. I also have people in my life who are in that energy as well too. I've also helped people get out of that energy, so I know what the process looks like. But with the Nine of Wands and the Moon and the Justice, if you're in that kind of situation where you have people in your life who you want to see them grow, you want to see them change, you want to see them enter that new cycle of their life where they're thriving instead of just surviving, I feel like there's a little nugget of wisdom here with the Nine of Wands, the Moon, and the Justice. I'm also getting this feeling of, and it's interesting that this epiphany comes to me because I feel like I should have realized this sooner. But there's definitely people in your life who feel like they've gone through more hardships than they should have. And they're afraid if they try again, if they get back up, that they're going to get hurt again. They're going to get rejected again. You know, whatever difficulties they experience are going to happen again. And they're really, really resistant to that. It's almost like, I've been rejected enough. I've been hurt enough. I've worked too hard. I don't want it to happen again. It's that. It's not that they don't want that happy future. It's not that they don't want to achieve their dreams. They just think that they've reached their limit with challenges and hardship. And once again, if you're kind of on the other side of that, where you're like, I'm on this new trip, like, I don't care if there's a no, I don't care if there's a setback, because I know that God is going to, spin it around for me and get me to where I need to be. But you have people in your life who are not there yet. And so, like, even for me, I had that period of time where I was, stuck in the past, and I was like, gosh, oh my gosh, I went through so many hard things. Like, I don't want to go through that again. I just want to shut myself down. I just want to just get into my shell. And then it really just takes understanding that in the past, maybe there wasn't as much direction. I think also you might have people in your life who feel like they kind of suffered for nothing. Whereas, like, for me, now that I'm on my path, if I ever have a setback, if I ever have a challenge, I'm like, oh, I know that this is going to still get me to where I'm going. I have a purpose. I look up to people who've done what I'm trying to do. People who've been very successful. They're like, oh yeah, I got rejected a bunch, but look at me now. But once again, those rejections were getting me one step closer to my goal. There's something here. I think people in your life have felt like the challenges, the hardships, the setback amounted to nothing. It's a lot easier to deal with challenges and setbacks when, a week later, a month later, the door is open. So what do we do? Because I feel like for a lot of you, you're either on that path or you're getting on that path where, just like me, now that I'm on my path, I've had some setbacks, I've had some challenges, but like pretty soon after, things open up again and I'm one step closer to my goal. And so it makes it really easy for me to be like, oh yeah, I got a no once, but then a yes came a week later. But until you get on that path, it can just feel like, hey, there's another no. There's another rejection. There's another setback. So what do we do? And once again, for some of you, this is a situation where you're like, I don't really care if they grow or not. For others of you, these are people you love and care about. So what do we do? Emperor. Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the King of Wands. Prayer does help in these kind of situations. You can definitely ask God, help them get to where they need to be. But honestly, just like for me, I had so many people around me who were successful and who had gotten over the hardships of their past and were just moving forward. Them trying to get me to change never did it. It was just simply when I said, I actually want to be happy. I don't want my hardships to have been in vain. I don't want all those setbacks and challenges. I don't want the end of my story to just be, and nothing ever came of it. And even now, even with, me being very much at the midpoint of my life journey, I can say, look at what I've accomplished. Look at how I look. Look at how educated and smart I am. Look at how confident I am. Look at how beautiful my life is. It was all worth it. But I feel like you have a lot of people in your life who feel like they don't have anything to show for it. Three of Wands. Five of Wands. Page of Cups, and the Death card. So often my channel will talk about, how can you change your energy or what can you do? But those situations are your energy, right? So if this was your energy, I'd be like, okay, this is what you need to do. But this isn't your energy. This is someone around you who maybe you care about, maybe a loved one, a family member, a good friend, a partner. And this is one of those situations where you have to really detach. You can talk to them, you can let them know and say, hey, I love you, I care about you, but I've got a lot of work to do in this life. And if you don't want to fight for your happiness, if you don't want to fight for your future, then I'm going to love you, but I got work to do. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. It reminds me of, you know when you're a kid and your parents teach you how to ride a bike, right? And they get you on there and they make sure you're balanced and they go with you and they hold you, but they can't hold you forever. Eventually they have to say, okay, I'm going to let you go. You can do this. I'm going to let you go. And so what I see here is if you love this person, if you care about this person, you don't have to cut them off or anything like that. But just tell them, I've got a lot of work to do. I'm putting a lot of energy in so that I can thrive and I can be happy. And I hope that you can put in that energy so you can thrive and be happy too. And when you're ready, I'll be here. Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like you've been running along with this person, you've been helping with this person, and now it's time to let them fly. And hopefully it turns out like it did with me. I had a lot of people, holding the bike for me. And they pushed me ahead, and I flew. And so, you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink. But the good news is I feel like this person is really thirsty. They're parched. They want to thrive. They want the hardships and the hard work to amount to something, to mean something. I think you've communicated with this person. You've talked with this person. There's not really much else to say. So you just let them know, I want us to have a future together, whether it's a friendship, a continued relationship, a partnership. But you got to be willing to fight for your happiness. Make those hardships mean something. Make those challenges mean something. And it's not too late. I feel like things that have happened to me 10, 20, 25 years ago, they mean something now. Because I'm creating the life of my dreams. I'm not mad about the past anymore. I'm not sad about the past anymore. Because it all got me here. But I had to take that first step. And that first step required some people letting me go. But it's never too late to reconnect when people are ready to thrive just like you are. That's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. I can personally relate to this message too, so I can understand how difficult this energy is. But pray. Have that conversation with them. And if you believe in them, they will fly. That's what I have for you. I hope that resonated. I hope that was helpful. And thank you so much for being here. Until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.